This is the third part of the first chapter, so to say, 5 waves up corrected with 3 waves down. Actually, the first subchapter on of this educational series. What I'm trying to do here is to address the basic concepts of Elliott wave theory and trying to show you how different the situations on the market are. For example, this being the third recording of this let's say 5 waves up corrected with 3 waves down. For example, this is an Australian dollar, US dollar, Australian dollar, US dollar 4-hour chart, and as you can see here, you might say that you have a nice 5 waves up from here. So this to be a first wave, and this to be the second wave, and this to be the third wave, and this to be the fourth wave. As you can see, the fourth wave in itself, it is made out of an A, B, C, so for the fourth wave, and then the fifth wave to the upside, and then corrected with a nice ABC, A, B, and C. Now, the reason why I wanted to show you this structure as being the last recording under this subchapter is because even if this move looks like a really nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 corrected with A, B, C, this A, B, C might be looking like an ending diagonal, like a falling wedge. That of course is rising, as you can see here. Well, the count is not correct. And why the count is not correct? Well, this is tricky, and as you can see, the lows here are being taken, and that makes that all this move here, actually it was a correction in itself, probably an A, B, and C, and then the move to the downside. So what I'm trying to say is that moves on the currency markets are extremely different than the one in the stock markets, and Elliott wave theory can be deceiving in the sense that what looks good on paper, so to say, it's a totally different reality. So while the rules, so they say, are going to be respected here, let's say they are trying to look for this move as being an impulsive move, then you look for at least one wave to be extended, look for alternation between the fourth wave here and the second wave here, and they may all look the same, but in the end the lows are being broken, and this scenario is not valid. So like I told you at the beginning of this project with Elliott waves, basically you have a sum of different scenarios, and once one scenario is invalidated, it should be let's say thrown away, and look for different options. Anyways, let's try to find. So let me clear this chart. Let's try to find some example to the downside, and this is a 4-hour chart, and let's try to look here. As you can see, this is a very nice impulsive move, or 5 waves up, like an ending diagonal, you might say. It might be that this is the first. It might be that this is, for example, the first. So 1, 2, 3, and then fourth wave, and then this to be a fifth wave for the move to the upside, and this whole structure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to be only the end of a different degree, for example, let's say a fifth wave to the upside, but of a higher degree. Okay, and then this one to be the end, for example, of a, I don't know, of a third wave of a higher degree. Something like this. So it doesn't necessarily mean that when you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sequence to the upside or to the downside, but the examples here are all being made to the upside. So it doesn't necessarily mean that when you have a sequence of 5 waves like this, it needs to be corrected with 3 ways. I mean, it is mandatory to be corrected with 3 ways. No, it might be that move to be the end of a wave of a higher degree. For example, if you have, like, this is a structure to the upside, okay, 1, 2, let's say a third move to the upside, then a fourth wave like this or like this, and then a fifth wave like this. So it might be that this is, for example, the first wave of this degree. Then you have a second wave here of the same degree, and a third here, and a fourth here, and a fifth here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But each and every wave to the upside from here, so the first, the third, and the fifth one, to be made out of different smaller waves, 5 waves in red in this subdegree. So this should be something like 5 waves, 5 red waves, so to say, red waves. I'm using colors. For different degree waves because it's easier to see the wave the count you are in. You will see that when we're going to go on the second subchapter or on the next subchapter when dealing with cycles in the Elliott waves. So these are 5 red waves. This should be 3 red waves. Okay. The third wave to the upside should be made out of another different 5 red waves. This should be again made of another different 3 red waves. Now it depends very much. If this is a contracting triangle, typical contracting triangles, typical they will have something like 5 waves, but they are being in the form of 3s, and this is why it is being called 3 waves. Then another 5 waves to the upside, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, each wave to the upside from these 5 red waves are being formed out of five black waves of a lower degree. So what I'm trying to say in conclusion of this subchapter is that the complexity of Elliott waves comes not from the basic principle, but from the how to call them, waves within waves counting. Even this higher move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 might be, for example, only the end of an A wave, let's say, of a higher degree, of an even higher degree. So in order to make the proper count, you need to know all the time where are you, what was your starting point, when was your starting point, what to expect next, and building that from time frame to time frame. It is being called a top-down analysis. Now, on a top-down analysis, you are starting with a higher time frame, usually monthly chart, and you start to count the higher cycles like A, B, C waves, and then you go on the smaller degree waves like these purple degree waves on the smaller time frame like weekly, daily, 4 hour. Then on even smaller degree waves like the red waves on the 1 hour chart, and so on and so on, and you go into much details, into as many details as possible for your analysis. But the top-down analysis is the purpose of the next subject when dealing with cycles, and I will show you how to do that. Until then, stay safe on the markets. Bye bye.